Good morning, guys. Um, Today in our series videos, let's discuss about the remaining questions which are important for our AWS Cloud Practitioner exam preparation. Yesterday, I hope you liked my video and comment me if any doubts are there. I hope you guys watched my yesterday's video. If not, just quickly go through my yesterday's video of part one. So quickly, not wasting any time, I'm quickly going to the questions from where we have left yesterday. Till I guess till yesterday we have covered till 58 questions. So I'm continuing here today from the 59th question. Um, a business is getting ready to open in new online store that will likely to see a lot of traffic due to impeding event. The business has an AWS enterprise support plan and the web store is exclusively powered by AWS. Which AWS resource will offer advice on how the business should scale its operations support and architecture throughout the event? So here he is asking which AWS resource is needed for a business for scaling operational support and architecture. For this, we directly prefer AWS Infrastructure Event Management. Comparing the below options, this one is the correct one. So why? Because like I have mentioned in the explanation also, you can quickly go through it. AWS Infrastructure Event Management offers architectural and scaling guidance and operational support during the preparation and execution of planned events like product launches, etc. So I hope this is the correct answer, and I hope you guys understood it. So I'm quickly pausing my thing here. Just read down this, or if needed, take a screenshot of it for future references. Yeah, coming to next question. This is a direct question, guys. A user wishes to use infrastructure as a cloud. So AWS IAC principles a user wants to use to deploy service to AWS cloud. So which AWS cloud service suitable for fulfilling this requirement? Guys, this is a straight question. Like which AWS service is suitable to use infrastructure as a code? For this, we will use directly AWS Cloud Formation. Why? Because AWS Cloud Formation is designed to allow resources life cycles to be managed repeatedly, predictable, and safe while allowing the automatic rollbacks, automated state management, etc. So, this is the straight question answer for this question. So, guys, I'm pausing here. Just quickly go through it again. Okay, coming to the next question. An organization with several business divisions wishes to centrally administer and control AWS cloud environments. So, the organization seeks to implement service control policies, streamline billing procedures, and automate the creation of AWS accounts. So, which tool service should business utilize to fulfill these needs? Guys, similar to this question, yesterday we have covered. I hope you guys remember whenever a question like uh, this type of things like several business divisions wishes to centrally administer and control its cloud environments, we will go for AWS organizations. Why? Because I have mentioned clearly in the explanation, like because AWS cloud organization is an account management service that enables you to consolidate multiple AWS accounts into an organization that you create centrally manage. So guys, just remember this point before you are attempting the exam. Like AWS organization management service will it is used for us to like manage multiple accounts in an organization. So guys, just remember this point also before giving the exam. I'm pausing it here for quickly for few seconds. Just go through it question, go through the question again. And coming to the next question, like, according to the AWS shared responsibility model, which IT controls are shared between the customer and AWS? For example, between the customer and AWS, what are the IT controls are shared in the AWS shared responsibility model? Like this, the question was there. For this, the options are from the options, the correct ones are like patch management and cloud awareness and training. Why? Because like in the patch management, the responsibility of patch management is shared. AWS is responsible for patching and maintaining underlying infrastructure, with while customers are responsible for patching their own applications and operation systems. And cloud awareness and training, this is a shared responsibility as well. AWS provides security recommendations, best practices, resources, but customers are responsible for ensuring that their staff is trained and aware of cloud security best practices. So correct options are B and C from the given options. Guys, I'm pausing it here again. Just go through it again. And coming to the next question, an application is being launched in the AWS cloud by a company, and Amazon S3 storage will be used by the application. So the data will be shared in large group of researchers. Data that is inadvertently erased or written must be recoverable by the business. It is telling like if a data has been erased or overwritten, it must be recoverable. So for this, which S3 feature should business activate? Like this, the question is there. For this, we will go for S3 versioning, because versioning is in Amazon S3 means keeping of multiple variants of an object in the same bucket. So you can use S3 versioning feature to preserve, retrieve, and restore every version of every object stored in your buckets. So whenever you came across this type of questions, just remember this option to answer. Just quickly go through the question again. I'm pausing here for a few seconds. Guys, if you have any doubts, just mention in the comment section. I will quickly respond after seeing your questions. Okay, coming to the next question. An important application for manufacturing company operates at a distant location with a sluggish internet connection. The business intends to switch to AWS for the workload. So the application is susceptible to connectivity disruptions and latency. The business is looking for a solution that can host this application with least amount of latency. Which features or service from the AWS should the business utilize to satisfy this? So main the thing is like the business is looking for a solution that can host this application with least number of latency without any internet issues and all those things. For this, we will prefer this AWS Outposts, because AWS Outposts bring native AWS service infrastructure and operating models to virtually any data center or co-location space. This allows you to run applications with low latency and low data processing needs, ensuring minimal latency and interruptions in the connectivity for your critical applications. So guys, just remember this point. When future if you come across this type of questions, like this type of highlighted question in future if you came across, so the answer will be AWS outputs. Just remember this point. And quickly pausing here, just go through this again. Okay. Coming to the next question, a business wishes to move its apps from its on-premises data center to AWS Cloud VPC. So on-premises resources will be required for these applications to function, which activates will satisfy these conditions. From the given options for this question, the option will be like creating a VPN connection between on-premise device and a virtual private gateway in the VPC. And another option, suitable option, will be to set up an AWS direct connect connection between the on-premises data center and AWS. Just remember this point. Request you to quickly go through the question again, and if the necessary explanation also I have added here, requesting you to quickly go through it. um, why I am suggesting these options are correct, I have given the enough explanation also here. So quickly going to the next question. This is a direct question, guys. A business wishes to offer safe access to desktop programs that are operating in a completely managed environment via AWS Cloud. To fulfill this requirement, which AWS service should business use? This is like a direct question because a business wants to offer a safe access desktop programs. So for this we will go for Amazon App Stream. Why? Because as an application streaming SaaS connection service, App Stream lets you to move your desktop applications to AWS without any rewriting them. So it's easy for you to install these applications, configurations, and also things. So I'm pausing here, guys. Just quickly go through the question again. So coming to the next question, like this is also direct question. A business wishes to offer safe access to desktop programs that are operating completely managed environment via AWS Cloud. To fulfill this requirement, which AWS service should business use? For example, to safe access to desktop programs means we will go for Guard Duty. Why? Because Amazon Guard Duty is a threat detection service that continuously monitors your AWS accounts and workloads for any malware activity things. Related to things. So the correct option for this question is like Amazon Guard Duty. This is also a straightforward question. Just remember this while giving the exam. Just I'm pausing here for few seconds. Just go through this question again. So coming to the next question. This is also a straight question. Which services on AWS make use of edge locations? So this is a direct question, guys. The answer is AWS Global Accelerator. Just note down this point also, so that you can quickly recall while giving the exam. Why? Because AWS Global Accelerator, because Global Accelerator uses edge locations to improve the availability and performance of applications by routing the traffic through the AWS Global Network infrastructure to the nearest edge location. This is the correct explanation I have also given. So just go through this question again. I'm pausing here for a while. Coming to the next question, which AWS feature or service verifies access policies and provides users with practical advice to help them create safe and effective policies? The correct option for this is like AWS IAM Access Analyzer. AWS IAM Access Analyzer help to identify resources in your organization and accounts that are shared with an external entity. So this is the correct option. So I have highlighted the option. Just go through the question again. I am pausing for a while. Coming to next question, like an application must be installed in a Docker container by a business, which AWS service does not require container hosts to be provisioned and managed. From the given options, the correct will be AWS Fargate, because a Fargate is a serverless compute engine for containers that eliminate the need to provision and managing the underlying container hosts. So guys, I request you to just remember this point while giving the exam. Just go through this highlighted point before giving the exam. I request you to note down it somewhere, because this is an important point to remember. Coming to the next question. A business owns a fleet of cargo vessels at sea where internet connectivity is spotty or non-existent. The cargo ship sensors the gather a data. The data must be gathered, formatted, and processed at sea before being transferred to AWS, which AWS service ought to be utilized by the business to fulfill this type of demands. So for this type of demands, we will go for AWS Snowball Edge, because the Snowball Edge is a data transfer device that allows you to collect, process, and transfer large amount of data between on-premises environments and AWS. So guys, this also requires no internet connectivity. So guys, I request you to please like note down or go through the highlighted point again, because it will be very useful for you in future. Coming to the next question. For a new e-commerce platform, a retail company must create a highly available architecture. Only AWS services that replicate data across several availability zones are being used by the company. So, in order to fulfill this requirement, which AWS service should business utilize? For this, the correct explanation will be this one. Sorry, guys, I forgot to highlight these things. These are the correct explanations. I have given the explanation also, just go through it. Amazon Aurora is a relational database service that can replicate data across multiple availability zones for high availability and fault tolerance. And another suitable option for this question is like Amazon DynamoDB, because it is also a NoSQL database service. Okay, guys, I have please go through the question and explanation again. I am pausing here for a while. Coming to the next question, it's also a direct question, guys. Which feature of AWS Cloud enables users to get rid of CPU capacity that isn't being used? So for this is a direct question. Elasticity, because elasticity means ability to dynamically scale the computing resources up and down based on the demand. So this is a direct question, guys. I'm just requesting you to note down or remember this highlighted point at the time of exam, so it will be very benefit for you guys. Coming to the next question, this is also a direct question. Which of the following permissions are managed by service control policies of AWS? So these permissions are by default they are managed by AWS organizations only. So this is a direct question, and I request you to just remember this point also while giving the exam. So AWS organization is a service that allows you to centrally manage and govern multiple AWS accounts within your organization. Just remember this point. Coming to next question, which AWS service is suitable for encrypting data while it's at rest? AWS Key Management Service, AWS KMS, is suitable for encrypting the data. So this is also a direct question. It's because AWS KMS is a fully managed service that is used for managing encryptions only. So in this question also he answered the encrypting. So just remember this type of straightforward questions also, guys. Coming to the next question, which features make using the AWS cloud advantages? So the correct ones will be this one and this one. Sorry guys, I forgot to bold it while preparing this document. So the features that make AWS cloud advantages are its computing capacity, means scaling up and down based on the demand, and also the security. These are the main cloud advantages compared to the rest three options given here. So it's a straight question. Coming to the next question, Amazon S3 is used by a user to store the items. To fulfill compliance requirements, the user must limit access to the objects. How can the user fulfill this requirement? For this, the correct option will be tag the objects in the S3 bucket. Coming to the next question, a business wishes to change the format of audio and video files so that they can be viewed on web browsers, smartphones, and tablets. Which AWS service satisfies this kind of conditions? For this is also direct question, guys. For this, we will go for Amazon Elastic Transcoder, because Transcoder is a media transcoding in the cloud. So I'm pausing here, just requesting you to go through the question again. Coming to the next question, which of the following describes the Amazon EC2 auto scaling advantages? This is also a straight question, guys. Improved health and availability of applications and optimized performing costs are the advantages of Amazon easy to auto scaling. Just I have mentioned the uh, probable explanation for this highlighted 2 points. Just go through it. I'm pausing here for a while. Coming to the next question. A business has multiple departments. For its apps, every department has a separate AWS account. So to make payment easier, the business want all of the AWS expenses to appear on a single invoice. However, they also want to know how much each department is spending. For this, directly we will go for the billing dashboard, guys. So in the options, it's showing the billing. So this is the correct option, consolidated billing. Why? Because I have given provided the necessary explanation also, because to get all AWS costs on a single invoice while still being able to track the costs that each department is incurring, the company can use the consolidated billing, guys. Just I have highlighted this point. Just remember this point while giving the exam. So I'm passing here to quickly you people to note down the highlighted point. Just quickly note down this point. I hope you guys are enjoying this video also as earlier video. If you guys facing any issue or any doubts, just please comment me the question number. For that this purpose I'm telling this topic in question wise. If you guys having any doubt in a question, or if you guys need more explanation in any question, just comment down the question number. I will surely reply to that. Thank you guys for your cooperation. And coming to the next question, it's a direct question, guys. Workloads are managed on site by a business. The business wants to estimate how much it will cost to run a big application on AWS. Which AWS tool or a service can business use to get this data? For this, the correct one is like AWS pricing calculator, guys. AWS pricing calculator. Sorry guys, I forgot to highlight this. So AWS pricing calculator allows the users to estimate the or forecast the cost of the services. So this is the correct option. I request you guys to go through it again. I'm pausing this for a while. Coming to the next question. An organization seeks to do away with the necessity of estimating infrastructure capacity prior to the deployments. Additionally, the business wants to only spend its budget on cloud resources as they are used. Which AWS cloud benefit suits the need of the business? For this, we will go for pay as you go pricing, because pay as you grow means like whatever the resources that we are using, we need to pay for that. I'm just pausing the question here just to go to the question again. This is the correct explanation and answer for this type of question, guys. Coming to the next question. Which AWS service allows users to extend AWS services, tools, APIs, and infrastructure to do to data centers, co-location settings, or on-premises facilities through a hybrid architecture. For this, we will go directly for AWS Outposts. AWS Outposts because it is a service that supports hybrid architecture, and in the question also it's mentioned hybrid architecture, and AWS Outpost service that supports ability to extend infrastructure services, tools, centers, etc. So guys, this is a direct question requesting you to go through it again, and I want you people to note down the highlighted answer. Coming to the next question, data backups are physically stored in a company's type library. There is not enough room in the tape library. The capacity of the tape library must be expanded to AWS cloud by the company. So for this, to fulfill this requirement, which AWS service should a business use? This is also like a direct question, guys. The correct answer is AWS storage gateway. This is a minimum basic question, just requesting you people to go through the explanation which I have provided for this question. I'm quickly pausing this for a few seconds. So coming to the next question, seasonal sales spike occur for an online retailer multiple times a year. So mostly during the holidays, etc. At other times there is less demand. So um, the guys, by the time of this half of the question reading, you guys should strike the answer. I hope you guys got the answer by reading the first line of this question. So, the growing infrastructure demand for every season is hard for the company to forecast. So, which benefits of switching AWS cloud would be advantageous to the business? The correct answer is elasticity and pay as you go pricing. These both are the correct answers. Just understand this. This is a direct question, guys. I'm quickly pausing here for a few seconds just to read the question again. So coming to the next question, which AWS service is capable of transforming text into realistic speech? For this, we will use Amazon Connect. This is also a direct question, guys, because Amazon Poly is a service that can be used to turn text into. Oh, sorry, guys, this is the correct answer. Amazon Poly, the correct answer. Sorry guys, which AWS service is capable of transforming text into realistic speech? For this is the direct answer, Amazon Poly, because Amazon Poly uses advanced deep learning technologies to synthesize speech that sounds, etc. Coming to the next question, which AWS tool or service can be used to record incoming and outgoing traffic data in AWS PVC? For this, we will go for VPC flow logs, because VPC flow logs is a feature that enables you to capture information about the IP traffic going and to and fro from network interfaces in your VPC. Coming to the next question, when a business wants to read and write data that changes often, which AWS service should it use? The correct option for this AWS RDS and Amazon Elastic File Transfer System. So this is a straight question, guys. I'm pausing here for 1 second to quickly read out you people again the question. Coming to the next question, A company wants to ensure that two Amazon EC2 instances are in separate data centers with minimal communication latency between the data centers. How can company meet the requirement? For this, we need to place the EC2 instances in two separate available joins within the same AWS region. This is the correct answer for this question, and why this is the correct answer I have provided in the explanation. Requesting you to quickly pause here the video and quickly pause my video here in this question, and requesting you to quickly go through the necessary explanation also. Mm. Coming to the next question, when should a business create an IAM user rather than an IAM role? For this, if when a company creates AWS access credentials for individuals, and when a company needs to add new users to IAM groups, in these situations we should prefer this type of things. Guys, I have provided a necessary explanation also for the highlighted options. Just go through it. I'm pausing this for a while here. Coming to the next question, which AWS service does Amazon EBS use for encryption? Generally, for encryption things, you will go for KMS only. This is already we covered this in one of the previous questions. Just remember, guys, this is a direct question. Whenever you see that encryption, it will be AWS KMS. KMS means key management service. Coming to the next question, global edge locations are used by which AWS services? The global edge locations are used by the Amazon CloudFront and AWS Global Accelerator. This is also a direct question, guys. Just requesting you to go through it. And coming to the next question, a business runs a number of factories where it's manufactured goods. The business must be able to process, store, and run applications with low latency and local system interdependencies, which AWS service bought to be utilized by the business to fulfill these demands. The correct option for this question is AWS Outposts. Why? Because I have provided the necessary explanation here. Outposts bring AWS infrastructure services companies on-premises data structures or co-location facilities. Coming to the next question, which design principle is suggested for the architecture of the AWS cloud? For the architecture of the AWS cloud, will go well for monolithic architecture by segmenting the workloads. Guys, this is a direct question. I'm pausing here. Just go through the question and explanation for a few seconds. Coming to the next question, AWS workloads are being designed by a company to allow for frequent components updates and small reversible change increments. Which AWS well architecture framework pillar is supported by this design? For this, we'll go for operational excellence, because operational excellence pillar focuses on designing and operating AWS workloads to continuously improve process, procedures, and systems. Which of the following controls incoming and outgoing access by acting as an instance level firewall? Which of the following controls the incoming and outgoing access? So the incoming and outgoing accesses in AWS are controlled by the security groups, because the security groups in AWS acts as a instant level firewall. And in the question also directly asked, mention instant level firewall. Just requesting you guys to note down this highlighted point because it will be useful for you. Security groups in AWS acts as an instant level firewall to control inbound and outbound traffic things. Coming to the next question. For 1 year, a company workload will be constant. Service interruptions cannot be tolerated by the workload. So, which option for buying Amazon is most economical? All upfront for your reserved instances is the correct option. Why? Because I mentioned in the explanation, just requesting you to go through it. Guys, I'm pausing this here for a few seconds, just requesting you to go through this. Coming to the next question. This is a straightforward question, guys. Which AWS service aids in DDoS attack defense? So I hope this type of question also previously repeated. The correct option is AWS Shield. Why? Because AWS Shield acts as service that helps to protect against distributed denial of service attacks. Just guys, I request you people to highlight to note down the highlighted point. It will be very useful for you in the future, guys. I'm pausing my video here for a few seconds. Just note down this point. Coming to the next question. Which pillar of the AWS well architecture framework is exemplified by the use of AWS config to document, audit, and access modifications to AWS resources in order to facilitate traceability? For this, the correct option is security because um, for this type of things we'll generally prefer the security only. Why? And I have provided the necessary explanation also, requesting you to go through it and pausing this video here. Coming to the next question. Which AWS feature or tool functions as a subnet level VPC firewall? Guys, this is a direct question. Whenever if you face this type of question, the correct answer is network ACL, because network ACL is a feature of Amazon Virtual Private Cloud that acts as a firewall at the subnet level. In the question also he mentioned subnet level VPC firewall. So guys, I request you to just note down this point. It will be very useful for you people in future. Just note down the highlighted point, guys. Just note down this point, guys. Coming to the next question. Which AWS service allows applications to be decoupled? This is a direct question, guys. For this we'll go for Amazon Simple Queue service. Amazon SQS is the shortcut for this. Coming to the next question, what is the least expensive option for disaster recovery? Generally, if a disaster recovery happens, what we will do, we'll go for backup and restore things. So this is a direct question, guys. Coming to the next question, which type of AWS storage is ephemeral and is deleted when an AWS EC2 instance is stopped or terminated? So whenever if an instance is stopped or terminated, which type of AWS storage is deleted? It is asking. It is like AWS EC2 instance store. Why? Because I provided the necessary explanation also. Just go through it. I'm pausing my video here for few seconds. Okay, guys, coming to the next question. Which of the following describes the root user of an AWS account? So, the root user is the first sign in identity that is available when an AWS account is created. This is the correct option, guys. Um, just read this option, you will understand this. And I provided necessary explanation also, but it is not needed because this is a straightforward option, guys. Just go through it. Guys, if you have any doubts or requesting you to comment them by mentioning the question number so that I can quickly check that, and I will provide if any extra explanation needed for you on that question for the correct options. So guys, request you to do comment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Soon I will give more and more questions in the later series of this tutorial. I am requesting you guys to like and subscribe my channel so that whenever I added a new video, you will be get notified. So coming to the next question, an Amazon EC2 instance is used by business to host an application. Amazon S3 and Amazon DynamoDB are among the AWS resources that EC2 instance must have access to. Which permissions delegation method is the most operationally efficient? For this, the correct option is create an IAM role with required permissions. Attach the role to the EC2 instance. I have added the necessary explanation also. Just to go through it, I am pausing this for a while here. Yeah, just go through this. I'm pausing here. Coming to the next question. This is a straightforward question, guys. The AWS global infrastructure consists of which of the following components? Generally, global infrastructure consists of AWS regions. Remaining things are not related to the option. The necessary explanation also I have mentioned here. I'm quickly pausing here. Just go through it. Coming to the next question. For what reason does VPC have an internet gateway? The main reason for VPC having internet gateway is to allow communication between VPC and the internet. This is the direct answer, guys. Just remember this. Otherwise, just requesting you to go through the necessary provided explanation. I will wait here. I will pause for a while. Request you to wait. Just I'm pausing here. Just go through the necessary explanation, guys. Coming to the next question. It's like on-demand downloads of a security and compliance reports about the AWS infrastructure are possible with AWS service. So, like, what are the possible things with AWS service or AWS artifact? Why? Because AWS artifact is the AWS service that allows user to download security and compliance reports about the AWS infrastructure on demand. So this is quite related to the directly. It is related to the asked question. Just go through it. You will get to know. See, the question asked and the explanation are straightforward ones. So AWS artifact is the correct one. I'm pausing here, requesting you to go through it quickly. Okay, that's all for today's section. that's all for today's session, guys. Till 108 we have covered. In the tomorrow video again I will come with few more questions, answers and explanations, because I'm planning to cover each and every topic that is related to the AWS Cloud Practitioner exam in a question and answer way. Again, I will be back tomorrow with few more question and answers. I hope you guys enjoyed this session till now, and request you guys to please like and subscribe to my channel. It will be a support for me. And if any of your friends are planning to attempt this AWS Cloud Practitioner exam, I request you to suggest my videos to refer as a quick reference for them, and it will be very helpful and a support for me in future also. So guys, tomorrow I will be back with again few more videos, and if you guys have any doubt till now, if you have any doubts, I request you people to comment me by highlighting the question number. um, like whatever, if for example if you have a doubt with this question number 1 at 8, some you may feel like this option is not correct, or the explanation which I have provided is not a detailed one, or it's a very straightforward explanation, or you need any more lengthy explanation with alternate examples, I request you to just highlight the question number for which you need the explanation, and just mention that in the comment. I will surely get back to you by reading all your comments one by one. It may take time, but I will surely reply you. And if you have any doubts on any concept also, please let me know in the comment box. I will surely do the videos on that. And in future I'm planning to do, this is AWS practitioner exam, guys, right? So parallelly I'm planning to do AWS and Google Cloud Azure also on this practitioner level 1 entry exams too. So I'm planning to start this type of tutorial series also. In future I will do them. uh, so guys, till then, uh, I will continue this series only. Once this completed, I will go to the next series, like that. Requesting you guys to come back tomorrow for my new tutorial on this. And if you guys missed watching my previous video, like tutorial 1, or bits or questions which are before this today's session, the questions, request you to go through that video also to check those questions. And if you have any doubts in that, comment in that video also. So guys, thank you guys.